It is called Red Talks Edmonton. Joining us this afternoon is Cowboy Smith, the artistic producer and curator of Red Talks Edmonton. Cowboy, for those that are not familiar with REDx Talks, tell us all about it and how it came about.
Well, it all started about, I'd say, roughly 7-8 years ago when I was working in Vancouver. I was working for a youth organization that promoted, youth initiatives in East Vancouver, downtown East Side. We were trying to provide programming and opportunities for young people that might not otherwise have a shot at expressing themselves or having access to certain programming and education. There's a program called Vital Knowledge under the Knowledgeable Aboriginal Youth Association. And Red Talks, the X is not, it's a silent X, much like the French silent X, like True and Devereaux. It was the first, or I guess it was the second program we were going to start running for young people to share their stories and their perspectives on what was happening in their communities.
Red Talks known well around the world. Why was it decided Edmonton should be a stop for this tour?
Well, I mean, we're trying to connect with Indigenous communities all over the world. I just returned from a trip from Chile in November. I went down there to work with the Mapuche people of southern Chile. And, they're still dealing with a lot of violence in terms of the impacts of colonization in that particular territory. We're going to program that show in Calgary in March. I just went and recorded a bunch of interviews with elders, and matriarchs, and leaders of the territory out on the land in proximity to their sacred sites. So, with Red Talks, we are trying to reach a global scale. We're hoping to go to New Zealand in a few years to work with the Maori people. Of course, we want to go to places like Australia and northern Norway, Scandinavia, to work with the Sami people. I mean, the sky's the limit. There's Indigenous people all over the world who have stories, and of course, colonization has had so many negative impacts on Indigenous peoples, and we're trying to shed light in the wake of genocide in many cases.
Let's run down the list of speakers and performers who will be taking the stage that evening.
Okay, so we've got Chief Tony Alexis is going to be welcoming us into Treaty 6 territory. Master Chef Shane Chartrand, he's an award-winning chef who's inspired, in many different Indigenous menus. He's from the Cree Enoch First Nation. Dominic Marchand, who's an artist in Edmonton who I've respected and have had a close friendship with for many years. Cody Lightning, he's been an award-winning Hollywood actor, and I've watched his career since I was a kid. We're about the same age. So he was on Smoke Signals when I first saw him way back in the day with Adam Beach, and he's going to reflect on all of the things that his art craft has done for him. And Christine Frederick, who is the artistic director of Alberta Aboriginal Performing Arts, and she's also the producer of the Boo Festival, who is our local partners there in Edmonton. As you know, the Boo Festival is coming up. I believe it's starting next week. And Mo Clark's music will be part of the first act. She'll also be delivering a Red Talk. She's a multidisciplinary Métis artist.
So again, we have Cowboy Smith on the show. You are the curator as well, the artistic producer of Red Talks Edmonton. What is the ultimate message you want people to take home that night?
Well, our theme is art is the medicine, and we're hoping that, with the messages that all of the speakers are bringing to the stage, is we want our audience to walk away with a meaningful understanding of what art has done for a lot of people in our communities. As you know, in Canada, the arts community for Indigenous people is very strong from coast to coast. With Indian people, like you look at Tanya Tagaq, she won the Polaris Prize. Tribe Called Red have been doing really great. There's some amazing performing artists and writers, and Joseph Boyd and Bob Kinner, they won the Canada Reads competition last year. I mean, there's so many stories to tell, and we're just scratching the surface here. Red Talks has got plans for we're in Montreal next in terms of travel. We're going to Santa Fe for the Indian market, and we're also teaming up with the Shirk Congress, the Shirk people, the Social Science Humanities Research Council, for a big truth reconciliation Red Talks in June in Calgary. So, this is the beginning of a very long and exciting journey.
Red Talks Edmonton coming to the Capital February 3rd, 6 p.m. at La Cite Francophone. That's at 8627 91st Street here in Edmonton. I know tickets are going fast. Where can people grab them?
They're selling pretty fast, but I believe there are some tickets left, and they're also tiered. So the top tier is a $75 ticket, and then they get a little cheaper. And we ask audience members to pay what they can. We understand that not everybody can afford those $75 tickets, so we've got other options for people to come out to the show. We want these programs to be accessible, but at the same time, we want to put on very good shows. We're offering food, which is going to be shared at the intertribal. We don't call them intermissions; we call them intertribals. Shane Chartrand is putting together a nice meal for everybody at halftime. So it's going to be a great event, and people can get tickets at redxtalks.org. That's our website. And you can see the tiered level for ticket sales, and we're honored to be in that community, and we're excited to roll into town.
Red Talks, it's going to be a great event that night, February 3rd, 6 p.m. at Edmonton. Cowboy Smith, appreciate you taking time out this afternoon.
Thank you.